Today in the wilds, creepy, crawly, criminal activity. I go on the lookout for spiders and things that are like spiders, which have crept and crawled into the lives of those in the wilds. What kind of roles do they play? And is there someone else making a splash behind the scenes? Today we investigate the oldest web of them all, the economy. I'm Jeremy Mozzarella, back today in the reddest swamp you've ever seen. Today we've been sent here to investigate the Lala Barina, a spider that is said to break into people's homes and fuck up all their upholstery, and leaves it all looking a little something like this. Authorities say that if your home was built between one of them and another one of them, you may be entitled to compensation because your insulation may be made of this stuff. If the contractor responsible for your home was a Lala Barina or was related to a Lala Barina, you may be entitled to more than $10,000 or a firm handshake. Firm hand job. You may be entitled to a sexual favor from your local representative. Viewer Paradox Tortilla Johnson writes in and says, "Now Mozzarella, I see that this spider itself looks a bit like furniture. Is attacking upholstery because it believes them to be the bodies of its dead fellows or because it's territorial?" Well, it turns out that the upholstery is actually a natural food source. Cushions, duvets, love seats, sofas, and sex swings built in this part of the world use the natural fauna and flora you see around you to fill up those cushions. The guts of those things are getting rearranged with leaves and bark from this very part of the world. Once you've defeated a Lala Barina for yourself, there are a lot of fine uses for its strings, its claws, its guts, and even its wallet. If you can get its wallet, even its credit card, ID, and any pocket lint housed therein might be useful. In my investigations for this report, I made one unexpected discovery. The longer I spend interviewing and investigating the spiders of the wilds, the more materials I'll get to make a bigger axe. I like it because it will chop things down strongly and in a good way. For any viewers worried that I may be using this news broadcast as an excuse to make myself a big shiny new toy, allow me to say, next we're hunting a Narskilla. One key difference separates last spider from this one. It's that they're different spiders. If you've ever been inside a haunted house, you may have seen one of these fuckers squatting in the corner. Narskilla are known to occupy otherwise uninhabited homes and not notice you swinging a big axe at them. Oh, it's got a whole proboscis, that's right. I've got to remember to exploit that throbbing proboscis. That absolutely totemic tobuscus. Narskilla can also be found in grocery stores where their long teeth can be seen being used to grab hard-to-reach items from upper aisles. Many senior living facilities employ Narskilla to accompany residents hard of reaching to the grocery store. Despite its usefulness, getting items from high places, this creature's hatchlings can be found in the smallest of spaces, in the lowest of depths. It's not really, I don't know, this is nothing. One viewer recently wrote in asking if any of my jokes would eventually be funny. My answer to them is don't worry about it. If one is, I'll personally mail a cassette tape recording it to your home. As my investigation continued, I found it difficult to find too much else worth reporting. I asked the Narskilla if it could please be a little more interesting. It responded, "I'm just a spider, please leave me alone." Piss and shit! Oh, much as if a reporter does a coherent, extensive story on, let's say, a local soup kitchen and the hardships it faces in feeding the homeless community and doing its best, an extensive report on it may get comments asking, why do you hate the homeless? Because you're reporting on the issues they face. Just such as that, Norman Osborn III, a normal guy and not the Green Goblin, that's his full legal name, asks, longtime viewer, first-time listener, what's your beef with spiders? This is the second one you fought. I believe my description of your question speaks for itself. Laramie has been fielding trolls for years in his pursuit of good stories. It takes so much to do his job, and today, it's been done handily. Reporting live from a place that you'd go to yourself if you actually cared about the answers that much, it's me, Jeremy Laramie, carving open my second spider of the day and not even being bothered by it. I like the guts, I like the goop, I love the twine, I love the rhyme. I've got all the time in the world and all the ideas that you could ever want to hear from me, because the only idea that I'm interested in is the truth. That is, of course, except for the other thing I care about, my big shiny new murder axe that I just can't wait to put to the test. Happy to have my little treat of added lethal force, I head back out into the wilds one more time for one final interview. I paid a visit to the head of the Arachnid Advisory Council to see what he had to say about the use of terrifying giant 8-legged or 6-legged or however many, I didn't really count, creatures in the economy. I want to get up. Let me get up. Oh yeah, we're on him now. I was invited to get a higher up look at what's going on. If there's no other way for me to see into the mind of an expert in the field of being a large monster, I'll carve into its head myself. I'll take a look at those brain wrinkles. I'll do some Severance type shit in there. The Uthuma may have left for a second, but it dropped something that it's gonna want. Its iPhone unlocked with its Pokemon Go account open. I'm about to delete all of his shinies. Look at the size of that thing. How is it climbing up there? How are you doing that? I want to know. I'm here to learn all of this monster's secrets, such as how it go uppy. Oh, mamma mia! The head of the Eastern Wasteland's Better Business Bureau was not welcoming to my questions, but I wasn't ready to give up then. That's not the kind of journalist I am. I don't do things like stop when the story seems like it should be done. I simply keep going as I'm bashed into the water by the meaty claws of a civil servant. There was only one question left to ask. What are you doing after this? Are you free later? Can I get your digits? I asked this because I felt like I wasn't done. Oh, never mind, it's dead. And that's been the news.